Hi, so my name is Liza. So today I'm basically going to be doing tips and basically a tutorial on makeup. So I'll be showing tips. My audio kind of actually got messed up, so I'm just going to be doing a voiceover. I will be showing my do's and don'ts and basically a tutorial on how to do your makeup. Enjoy! These are your do's and these are your don'ts. I hope you stay tuned and watch the video. First, what I do is I take my angled brush. I take my Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown, and I go ahead and make sure my eyebrows are always clean and plucked before doing my eyebrows. I already had oil placed in it, but I'm just showing you. So then I'll just mix it up and then go right ahead and start filling in my eyebrows from the middle basically of my brow to the end. And you don't want to box it in because boxy eyebrows are never okay. So I'll just go ahead and give it a feather flick. Okay, I just did the do. Now I'm going to the do. I'm actually now going to clean up the eyebrow with some concealer. I take a little dot and then I'm going to take a round brush and I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the eyebrow. So now I'm going to take the concealer and fill up my eyelid with it. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to just blend that through. After that, I like to go on with my argan oil and put a couple drops on my face or just smear the oil around. And then I like to take my beauty blender. You want to make sure your beauty blender is always washed and clean every time you do your makeup. It'll give it a more cleaner look. So now to the don't. So you never, ever, ever want to box in your eyebrows or put more product than what you actually need. So as you can see here, I'm starting from the very tip. That is a no-no. Never do that. And I'm just going in way too much product, filling in the entire thing. You never want to do that. See, this is the do and the don't. You can see a big difference. Now with my foundation, I like to mix two foundations. I like to mix the lighter one and the darker one with just a little of each, just to get the perfect tone, and apply a drop of oil or two. My beauty blenders are always clean when I apply my foundation, but I like to take my brush and just slather some on from the top of the head to the bottom of my neck. And I just do that on both sides, but of course, since this is the do's and the don'ts, I won't. My beauty blender is clean, freshly cleaned, and I just drain out all the water and go ahead and blend. It'll stop the cakiness of the face. So I'll go ahead and just dab the way through. So now with the don'ts, as you can see, I'm not going to mix the two colors. I'm just going to keep the lighter color. You never want to put a lighter color on your face unless it's the concealer. You want to match your colors as best as possible. And as you can see, I did not go down to the neck. That is a don't. Now here I'm going to go in with the concealer for my do's. You can either do drops of concealer or slathers. I'm just showing you the dots to show the difference between the two. On the don't, as you can see, I slather it on, but I put way too much concealer and I go down far too much on the cheek area. You never want too much concealer. So on this side, I just slather it on far out on the eyebrow. You never want to do that. But on the do, I do it the perfect amount. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to add a drop of oil for the do's. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that through. Just patting my way through gently. Now with the don'ts, I'm going to use a spot that I didn't apply oil and I'm going to scrape. You never want to scrape your concealer when you're blending. So this is the do and the don't. So now I'm going to take my contour, and with the do, I'm just going to add a couple dots. And with the don't, I'm going to smear everywhere. same thing on the forehead. You want to apply the dots because it'll actually give it a better amount. And I'm going to use a separate beauty blender for my contour. Oil, of course. And I'm just going to lightly dab it through, then slightly swipe it across the face to blend it. Now, this is the do. And now with the don't, I'm going to use the same blender I use for my concealer. You never want to do that unless you're going to clean your blending brush or your beauty blender. I got a little thirsty. So this is the don't and the do. You want to make it look as natural as possible. Now I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to go in with a blue. You want to start off with a lighter blue at the top of your brow bone, and you want to always tap off the excess dust. And you want to lightly blend on the front corner of your eye and then press a little bit harder on the end so you have that ombre effect. With the don't, as you can see, I'm barely going to do anything. And I'm pressing very hard. That is how you mess up the brushes. Now I'm going to go in with a darker shade for the inner corners. I'm just going to blend it through. And on the don't, I did the exact same thing. Barely anything and around the entire eye. So now I'm going to go with the lightest color and just give that a nicer look. And on the don't, I basically did the exact same thing as I did on the don'ts the other sides. Do's and don'ts, a dramatic difference. With the eyeliner, I like to use Revlon, and this has a very thin edge, and I like to use this one for my eyeliner because it just gives it a sharper look. Now for the don't, this is a different type and it's very thick. I wouldn't recommend this because it's harder to make the sharper edge unless you like your eyeliner not so sharp. This is how the do came out and this is how the don't came out. So now with the contour, for the do, I'm going to go in with a flat brush and lightly place the brush there and tap off the excess and just dab some on and work my way up to how dark I want it. Now with the don't, as you can see, I drag it in and I'm just dragging it across my face with far too much product. For one, this is wasting product and making your makeup look unnatural. Now I'm going to take my contour palette and I'm just going to clean it up with the concealer and just make sure everything looks sharp and natural. And then I'm going to take a little fan brush and I'm just going to wipe off the excess. Now with my skin tone, I wouldn't recommend this Bill Nye. It's super white, like baby powder. And I'm putting a lot, as you can see. And I'm just blending it through completely. I wouldn't recommend this. For the fun part, the eyelashes, I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of eye glue. I'm going to definitely blow it and dry it up and place from the end of my lashes to the tip of my lashes. Oops, it fell off. And I'm just going to let it go until it's dry. Now with the don't, I'm just going to be reckless about it. Just put and not blow and just place it on however. And as you can see, the do and the don't. But as you can see, I put a really false lash on. It looks very fake, but the do's look extremely natural. Now with some blush, you can use lipstick. So this is what I'm going to do. I put some on my forearm and I go ahead and apply a drop of oil. I mix it around and I apply it to my cheek and blend it through. Now with the don't, I dab it on my skin, and instead of putting oil, I just blend it through. It looks extremely unnatural and very pink. Now with the highlighter, I go ahead and take the same brush and just apply some. And I just put it everywhere on the don't. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put my setting powder to completely set my face, and I just put a little bit. This is the do's and the don'ts. Follow my Instagram and my Facebook page, and please subscribe.